Hey guys, so I wanted to come in real quick and talk to you about how month 3 is going and my side effects and everything like that. I didn't have any side effects after the first couple of weeks, like after week 6. I don't think I really had any. But if you saw my previous video about this, you'll know that the pharmacy did not have my prescription ready on Friday when it was supposed to be. And I, in fact, didn't get it until Monday, which means that I had it out of my system, basically, or pretty close to out of my system. So I had it set up to where I was taking it on Thursdays, but the insurance wouldn't let me pick it up until Friday, which was fine, right? Like, I can just skip a day. It's no big deal. I'm not even really skipping a day, but like it would be just an extra day. It wouldn't be a big deal. But then they didn't have it until Monday. So that was 7, 8, 9, 10 days. So it was like really starting to get out of my system. And even though it was only 2.5 milligrams, it's still significant when you don't have it in your system. So I got this prescription Monday after work. I went home, immediately gave myself the shot. Actually bruised from that shot, and I have never bruised before, so that was kind of weird. I don't know if it was like, because like I did it higher up on my belly versus a lower area where I would normally do it, so I don't know, but the bruise is still there. It's really weird. Tuesday, I was okay. Kind of bloated and gassy a little bit, so I took some Gas X. I only took one pill, and it really kind of didn't help as much as it did the last time / first time I took it. I don't know if it was because I wasn't as bad as I was the last time or what, but so I did that. And then Wednesday I woke up and I was so nauseous, but I had to go to work. So I got dressed, I grabbed my stuff, I went to work. I got there, got to my station, started pulling everything out of my little work bag so that I could get ready to work for the day. And I got halfway through that, and I just kind of like leaned onto my desk, and I was just like breathing through it. And I was like, no, I can't do this. I have to go home. So I put everything back in my bag, and I turned to go find my supervisor, and he happened to be walking past me just at that time. And so I just turned and I was like, Bill, I have to go home. And he saw the look on my face, and he was like, okay, I'll tell them. I packed up my stuff, got my lunch bag, and I was out. I actually ended up almost throwing up about 4 or 5 times on the way home. When I got home, got myself situated. I got some crackers, I got some water, I got a wet rag, I got into my pajamas. I got everything that I was going to need, or that I thought I might need, and I put it at my nightstand next to my bed. And then I laid down in the bed, and it took me probably about 30-45 minutes. I was kind of like watching some stuff on Netflix to wind down a little bit. And then I fell asleep about 8 o'clock. Now I have to work at 6. Okay, so I was at work at 6. I left about 6:30. So about 8 o'clock, I fell asleep, and I slept until 4 p.m. And then when I woke up, it was magic. I was feeling great. So there's that. And then I normally go to bed about 7 o'clock because I have to get up at 5 a.m. So having slept all day, I still ended up staying up till about 10, and I tried so hard to go to sleep right away, but it didn't work. It never works when you take a nap like that. I think I did manage to moderately fall asleep around 11, but because I'd slept all day that day, when I woke up on Thursday, I wasn't tired, and I still felt good. So there's that. So this just happened, right? I was off Friday. I was off today, Saturday. I go into work tomorrow. And tomorrow being Sunday, I'm going to take my shot because I wanted to take it like on a Thursday or Friday, so that I'd have those 2 days or 3 days to deal with any side effects I may have, so I don't have to miss work, because I really can't afford to miss work. So tomorrow, when I get home from work, I am going to take the shot, and that will be for week 10. I'll be starting week 10. As far as like weight loss, appetite suppressant, things like that, I kind of fluctuated up and down a couple of pounds this week, so I'm not really sure I lost anything. Probably tomorrow will be my official weigh-in, since I'm taking my shot tomorrow. There was a couple of days that I felt like full, right? And then like I ate a little bit too much. I couldn't help it. I had a Popeye's chicken and a biscuit. It was so good. And red beans and rice. But I didn't finish the biscuit, and I didn't finish the chicken. I just kind of had it set off to the side. And that seems to be probably the negative of this, is that if I get something like that and I don't eat it right away, am I going to want to eat it for leftovers like the next day or something like that? Normally I don't particularly like leftovers, depending on what it is. So I usually end up either just giving it to my roommate and saying, here, do you want this? Or I will just throw it away, which I really hate to do, but sometimes you just have to do it. So yeah, so I didn't really have, I don't really know how to explain it. Like I don't feel the same way that I felt the first month or two taking the shot. And side effects aside, like let's just remove the side effects, right? Like they don't exist. When I first started taking it, like that first week was kind of rough for me, because I was still trying to figure out like what I could eat, what I couldn't eat, what was too much, which, how much when I had to stop, I had to listen to my body, things like that. So that first week I was kind of rough for me. But after that, like I didn't get hungry. There was the connection to the brain that, when you're just like kind of sitting around, you're like, I think I'm going to shove something in my mouth. It wasn't there. And I don't know if that was like psychosomatic, or if it was part of this drug doing that. But this last week, I didn't really have that. And I was kind of disappointed in myself, because while I didn't eat necessarily bad, I definitely did not eat good. I didn't track anything in my app, which I use MyFitnessPal, and I've used that for about 6 or 7 years now, and it's phenomenal. It's a great free app if you need an app to start tracking your stuff. I personally pay for the pro, because they used to have part of the free app where you could like when you log a food, you can scan the barcode on the food and it would pop up. Well, they took that, sneaky, they took that out of the free option and they put it in the paid option. And also like on their homepage, you can, with the paid option, I think it is, you can select what nutrients and stuff you want to track. And I always track my sugar and my protein, because I get too much sugar and not enough protein. So I need to like flip those around. So yeah, so if you're looking for a calorie counter app, that's definitely great. But anyway, I didn't chart any calories or exercise or anything like that. I just kind of existed this last week. And that's kind of scary, because that's how I used to be, like just existing, and it was just like an automatic thing. I would just shove shit in my mouth and not really pay attention to what it was. Just that, is it going to make me feel good? Is it going to be tasty? Am I going to have that dopamine fix? Things like that. So I definitely need to kind of rein that in this week. And I went back to preparing my lunch previous for the week. So I've got apples cut, I've got grapes bagged, I've got some chicken cooked, things like that. So fingers crossed that helps. And next week we'll see some significant loss. So anyway, that's really all I have. I just wanted to touch base with you guys, because I did I did just make that video talking about how I hadn't had my 3rd month shot, and kind of rambled a little bit on the video, and I don't really want to do that here. I just wanted to let you guys know that there was a consequence of not having my shot within the 24 hours of the time that I was supposed to take it. And that was getting nauseous and everything, which, to be honest, was what I felt on the first week, although I did actually throw up on week 1. So I'm glad that didn't happen. But anyway, hopefully I will have something to talk about next week. Hopefully it will not be a negative side effect. Hopefully it'll be just a weight loss, and we can talk about all the cool stuff. So anyway, that's all I have. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and joining me on this journey. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you. And if you wouldn't mind just like subscribing and liking the video and clicking on notifications, that really do a lot to give me the dopamine effect, I guess. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it.